Good afternoon, everyone. Hope you're all well. My name is Toni and this is the How to Craft Network Studio. Thank you so much for taking time out of your day to come and say hello, have a look at the new products. Now, in today's show, we have the products that you've all been pestering me for. Even Karen messaged me this week and said, Toni, you need to get it out. Everybody's messaging me for a date for it. So I decided that that's what we're going to run with today, this wonderful one-day special. Now, if you're brand new to our channel and you are a newbie, let us know. If you are not a subscriber, click that subscribe button and the thumbs up if you enjoy our shows too. We don't have a whole bunch of stuff this afternoon, if it's the morning for you at home, but we do have some beautiful items. Now, it's our incredible reflection collection. Amazing, amazing, always, always. And we have some wonderful other items for you too. Did you enjoy the craft battle yesterday? If you didn't watch our craft battle, you need to go back and watch the craft battle from last night. It was so cool. Sarah cheated as always, and yeah. As she texted me and she said, you're not bitter, are you? I was just like, well, we all can make a rubbish card and press the buzzer. She's like, that was what you said the rules were. I was like, yeah, but you needed to try and make a good card. So she was like, anyway, I'm having my champion cornflakes to celebrate. Anyway, it was a good show and we always enjoy the shows. So if you're here for the first time, let us know. Any questions, let us know. And if you're shopping ahead, that is amazing. But please do know that you are not, what's the word I'm looking for? You are not required to shop. Is that a good word? Required to shop. Come for the inspiration. We're going to do something different today as well. So let's have a look through today's one-day special and the other items. Now, they are all available on the website. Tons of you have got them in your basket already, and it went a bit wiry a little bit about 8:20 this morning, so I knew you were all waiting for it. If you're watching on mytelly.com, thank you so much. And if you are watching on the app, that is also awesome. If you do want to comment, YouTube and Facebook's probably the best place to go. If you want to have a chat with your friends and say hello to your friends, I'll do a shout out when I get to the other side for you all. But let's have a look at the wonderful products. Now, the first one-day special, everything is linked below the show on our website as well. You just hop onto the How to Craft Network and it will all be visual right there, all of the items in the show for you. So the first item we're going to look at is our wonderful, wonderful reflection collection. Now, a couple of things I just want to cover off with this collection. The stamp is this stamp. You are all waiting for the bikes in this stamp. That's a hero stamp from this collection. I'm sure of it. You can see the bikes there. And then down by the bottom here, we have our great outdoors. Now, before you buy, or if you've already bought, I'm sure you don't mind it anyway, but I just want to cover the fact that there are 2 or 3 designs in this collection that have been in our Dusk Till Dawn collection. So if you're buying this thinking it's a whole brand new pad, it's not. We replicated some of the designs in this one because I loved it so much, and because our lovely followers in Germany wanted those particular designs as well, they've been put in here. So just so you know, it's not all brand new in the pad, okay? Some of them have been repeated. Now, if you're okay with that and you want some top-ups and some Brucey bonuses, that's wonderful, but please do know. And I always like to tell you these pointers because it's frustrating when you get them home and you go, oh, I've got that one, Toni. How did that happen? So this is the collection down here, 5x7. It's called Great Outdoors. And then moving at the top here, we have the 5x7 stamp set. Now, you can see I've put a whole bunch of samples down here. Oh, excuse me, the trees with the bikes, so cute, right? And then we have the family of girls or sisters or friends all jumping, and you can see, and then the paper's just on their own. So let me show you some of our wonderful samples. So I have some lovely samples here for you all. And just so you know, the papers are just beautiful on their own, guys. They do not have to be used with the stamps, and it's exactly the same for the next collection I'm going to show you as well. Now, I will say to you, you have all who've shopped have been putting in, or should I say most of you have been putting in the next paper collection because that is brand new designs that you haven't seen before. So if you have an item or an order on the box already, please don't pay postage again. Just add it to your previous order because I know Becky's been working through the Deal Hunter show this Wednesday. If you're fortunate enough and your order has not left the building, you can bolt it on. If it's left, there's nothing I can do about that. But if it hasn't, you can add to, okay? So let's have a look at these samples. So you can see that bar. I love this bike set. I said it from day one, right? And there it is in gold embossing there. So the papers are in the set as well. So here we have the trees. Now these stencils are also in the show, the circle stylized stencils, and we'll go through those too. The papers with the lovely bikes across the bottom as well. The reflection collection is just so awesome. What about fussy cutting the papers and creating that lovely design and building them in with your embossing folders? Oh, is the one behind there. What about just the bikes in that gold embossing? And you can just see the stylized star. This one is in the show as well. We'll talk about that when we get down the counter. Papers on their own. Reflection collection family. Now you'll recognise this tree. This is from our dream collection, which you all love. Look at that. I love a card that tells a story. Is it just me? Is it just me? Let me just make sure I've not skipped one there. And then these few that I popped to the back here are all offcuts from the paper. So if you've created a card and you've got some offcuts, look at these wonderful cards using your offcut. So tear them up, cut them up, add frames around them, and just use them as cards just with the offcuts. How cool is that? So wonderful, right? We do love reflection collection here at Stamps by Me. Now, over 257 of you have this item in your basket. A lot of you have already checked out this morning, which is wonderful. But you can see the QR code on the screen there. You can shop ahead and shop the show if you want to. The stencils are already limited stock. So let's move on to Snowy Trails, which is the next item in our collection. Now, Snowy Trails is wonderful. And if you saw that this was, this one went to HTCN in very small numbers because it was what was left from the damaged stock. But if you saw it, it came with the oak slice and the wreaths that you all have here in the UK. Now, we've replenished those 3 times and I'm not replenishing them anymore. So if you have those in your stash, they work so well with Snowy Trails. But I really felt like the paper pad just on its own is just amazing. And I'll show you why in a second. So it's a 5x7 bumper paper pack with those Christmas scenes, the paths, the snowy trails, the churches. It is beautiful. And I thought, you know what? Why should they miss out on my lovely followers in the UK or in the States or anywhere for that matter, miss out on this wonderful paper pad? So it's just on its own, super affordable for you all if you've got your discounts, if you are a club member. If you're not a club member, you need to join before Monday, right? You all know why. So let's... I'll just take off the front cover here and just show you. Now, this is a little bit different in the sense that we have pictures. Now, these fit beautifully inside circle cards, your oak slices, and you've seen the samples. The design team have been sharing the samples. They've got sentiments too. I'm just randomly grabbing here. So we have some wood. I'll show you in full colour when we get to the other side. But basically, just so beautiful. Some more, all different designs. So you've got the family. So beautiful, guys. I can't tell you. We've got lots of wood in there, but I'll show you all of the designs when I get to the other side. So that's the paper Snowy Trails. And with this one as well, guys, what I thought I would do is I'd pop in a little pot of glitter glue, which is here, and it's your iridescent glitter glue here. It comes with the paper. I've just added it in there. So if you want to do those snowy paths and trees and things like that, then of course you can elevate and just use the sparkle just on the cards as they are. So let me show you some samples, guys. So lovely, this one. So lovely. The design team have asked for more. I'm like, you cannot have used all of those sheets. You can't have, but it looks like they have. So here we go. Just the paper collection torn with one of the sentiments, which is in the set as well. And this is what I was saying about the oak slices. So these are the details that are in those circles as well. Look at these. So if you don't have the oak slices, you can still use them in your own incredible way. Don't need to do much talking. If you've got our wreaths, you can sort of like highlight some of the areas. Look at that. So that is just around one of those circle formations, a little bit of ink on there. And again, really beautiful, really beautiful, right? And these are quick cards again if you haven't got ahead with your card making. If you didn't get the tails and tweets and you need something fast, then that's got you covered. So that is our wonderful Snowy Trails paper and glitter glue collection. So let's move down the counter. Now, if you do love reflection collection, these sort of stylized stencils really elevate the designs. They really enhance the sort of reflections and things like that. They're not a necessity, but they really do work well. And we've done some hexagons and we've done some squares. And these two are your circle and stars. And what's unique about these two is they have the inner part and the exterior. So you get the exterior stencil and the inner part is sort of the mask. So you get two stencils in one. And you can see from this stencil here how different what just a normal piece of cardstock looks like. But if you add some work around, some shapes around, how beautiful they are, and highlight elements. So here's just a few more just to show you, and it's just as that subtle touch which stops it from being such a plain flat card to something that looks more realistic, more stylized. Look at this one here. So that is one of the lovely circles there. Then we have the trees from the set, which has been extended in design from our one-day special. There we go. And then just to show you how they work with all of your other reflection collections as well, you can enhance, put the bubbles around, make it look like they're in bubbles and things like that. So that's your two stencils in the same set. It's not a choice if you do get both. And those are our stylized stencils. That was quick, wasn't it? Super quick, right? Shall we move over? Let's go. I hope everyone's well. I have my glasses, so I am going to try and read your comments now. Clever use of the cuts. Absolutely. So let's do a quick shout out. We have Denise, Janice, Becky, Bernadette, Michaela. Looking forward to the square and hexagon stencils. Yes, they are not long behind. So let's just do a quick in-depth view very quickly. So this is your one-day special. So this is the stamp set. So you get the trees, the bikes, the lovely family of girls, this lovely sort of like tropical island, and then the sentiments in there. And this is the packaging for that one. And then you get your paper collection too, which is your great outdoors. This is 45 pages, and I'll just show you a swing through. So you can see some of those designs have been repeated, but there are new ones in there as well. So if you're okay with that, this is a Brucey bonus top up for you. But equally, it's just paper, right? It's so beautiful. So there's your one-day special in a nutshell. And then let me just show you a little bit more in depth the snowy trails. 1 second. I was just looking for my glitter glue. There it is. And your snowy trails. This is a bumper pack. This is the 75 bumper pack here. And then you get your glitter as well. And I'll just do a flick through here. So you can see how if you have some nice shaped circle dies, you can pop them around. We've done 2 scenes on one for your smaller cards too. The lovely scene setters. All you need to do is just add some sparkle. We've done some sunset type style ones, mountains, smoky, moody, tones of greys and blues in there as well. And your browns. So really, really, there's some with stags in there, some with houses in there. I love the wood grain. It's just a staple, isn't it? And then you've got your sunsets and some more toppers in there as well. So you will all have circled out. I mean, they're not complicated to cut out anyway, but you can use them as swing tags on your cards, on bottles, anything you want to, right? You can absolutely play around with them. So I was going to use this in my demo, right? But then I thought, do you know what? I'm going to make Tom a little treat in studio today, right? So I'm going to use the one-day special papers, but I think I might touch on these on Monday Night Live, okay? We'll try and create something nice with those on our Monday Night Live. But what I wanted to do was, I don't know if anybody else does this, but at Christmas time when I get a whole bunch of gifts, they all come in pretty boxes and bags and tags, and I save them all. I think, oh, I could recycle that, or I might redecorate that, or things like that. And I've got this box. Now I have a whole bunch of boxes, right? All boxes are available, by the way. But I thought, you know what, this is a cute little box. My son's got rugby today and he was super excited about it. So I'm going to reward him for not doing the TIG, because, you know, rugby you can do tag where you just tap and then stop. He actually put himself forward to do the actual tackling. So it was like hands-on to the ground. And he was a little bit nervous, but he did it and really enjoyed it. So I'm going to reward him for overcoming his fear of getting tackled to the ground and getting a little graze on his knee. So I felt like I'm going to use the boxes that I've collected throughout my Christmas period. I look at them and go, I'm going to decorate them, I'm going to decorate them. So I'm going to make him a little card inside. I'm going to put him some money inside, £5, but I'm going to decorate the box in our lovely one-day special. So if you have a bunch of boxes, I mean, you can create your own boxes, remember, with our boards. If you have a whole bunch of boxes, you can decorate these, right? So I'm going to create a little card. I'm going to stamp it with the bikes and the papers I'm going to decorate the box with. And I know when I go to collecting this evening, I'll give him his gift. He'll be overwhelmed by it because he loves it when I make him handmade things. So let's get our paper collection. And it's something different from the stamping. Now, you all need to go into the Eureka fan page and check out the cards with the stamping element of it. And I feel like every time we do reflection collection with papers, all I do is the stamps. So I feel like today we really need to focus in and hone in on papers because I know you all buy a bunch of them. So let's start using them to decorate things, okay? So great outdoors, and I think I'm going to go with the car because he likes cars. So I'm going to go with the one that's got a car in the corner. I've already spotted it, hopefully. Yeah, that one. I'm going to go with this one with the 3 cars in here. And my box is like cream and black as well. So I thought, you know what, we'll try and keep it in theme with this one. Denise says Snowy Trails is one of her favourite papers. It's up there. I don't know how you're all going to decide. So what I'm going to do is because it's already got this nice black edge, I don't have to sort of paint it or anything. So I'm going to sort of maybe leave a nice little cream border on there as well. But if your box is an ugly colour, paint it or decorate it in black cardstock, then decorate it with your paper, okay? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this on here. You're all looking for boxes in your stash now, right? I'm just going to mark it there and I'm just going to cut it. So we're going to do it absolutely from scratch together. Now, when I'm decorating my boxes, guys, I always decorate the focal point first and then the offcuts do the sides. Don't do your sides first, because you'll end up cutting into great papers. So always do the focal point first. Mark it with a pen or a pencil. I just mark it with my nail, like so. And I like that cream border, so I think I'm going to stick with it. And then, as long as you've got your focal point, all of these pieces here do the sides really well. That's what I find anyway. So, and this box actually came with a cute ribbon which goes over the corners as well. So that'll be a nice added touch. But you could, of course, just glue the ribbon under your paper if you wanted to as well. So just get rid of that. Make sure I'm not... Denise Houlons, where have you been? Where have you been, young lady? Welcome back, sweetheart. We've missed you. Lovely to have you here. Better late than never, Julie. I'm just happy I'm not alone. Oh, bless your heart. Right, so let's have a look at this. Look how different this box looks now. Look at that. He's going to love this. He's going to love it. He's going to love it. Right, so let's get this glued on. Give it a shake. Shake it to wake it right. Love the Snowy Trails pad, Michaela. I know, it's so nice, isn't it? So glue all the way around. Now you could use a tape pen, but I want this to last. I want Tom to then probably recycle it and give it to a friend. So I'm going with the glue. Now you could ink blend the edges also. Remember that, and give it a bit of a distressed look. Looks so good so far. Don't throw your boxes. I'm probably surmising that most of you do not throw your boxes anyway, because if you're anything like me, if you're a crafter, we don't throw boxes anyway, do we? So we have that. Oh, sweetheart, Denise, Tim, put me back on camera. Put me back on. Denise, this is a personal message. I hope you're well, sweetheart. I know you're saying you're on the mend. If you need anything from Stamps by Me, Toni, Tim, Tom, our lovely family on here, you just shout, okay? Just shout. We are here for you, okay? No matter what. That's my personal message. I take the glasses off. It means I'm being serious. We are here for you, sweetheart. And we are so pleased you're back. Right. So that's on there like so. And then these pieces, in the hope, without making it look like I've tried to califuge. So let's cut that down there and see if we can get 4 pieces out of this. So then, I'm not sure if everybody... So I know some of you are a little bit like, when you come to decorating and things, you do like equal measures and things like that. Unfortunately, you've come to the wrong channel because I don't. I literally mark with my finger, and as long as it fits by eye, I'm okay with that. I know some of you do like to measure though, and that's okay too. Right, so let's just make sure that fits on there like so. Look, how cool is that? So then let's glue this one on here. Oh, not too much, Tony. And then we'll pop that on there. And then I'm going to put £5 in this for Tom. I know he's after a specific game. So I'll be able to put this towards the game that he wants. So that's that piece. Next piece, turn around. Make sure you glue yours really well as well. So, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to create a card as well to matchy. I need a new blade on my guillotine. Can't squeeze too hard now. Big hugs, Denise. Yeah, everybody's sending you love, darling. That's that. Let's do another one. So I'm probably going to look like, because the design doesn't really necessarily look like it could be a balcony, I'm going to go with it. I don't want waste, and I'm going to use, so this is just one piece, and I've nearly done this lid. Now, for those of you that might be wondering what size this box is, let's have a look, shall we? I'll put it on my table. Let's have a look. It's just over 4. Just over 4. So make sure you glue yours. Mine's going to need a bit more glue under there, I think. Oh, it's stuck down. So we've done 3 sides. Now, I would probably have ink blended around here. Maybe. You could put a cute album in here. So if you can share the show, let everybody know that we're live with a one-day special. Because I know a lot of people sit and wait for other channels and other crafty channels when they could come here and have some fun with us, right? And wet their pants trying to do a craft battle. They could come here. Right? So already I've got my lid covered. Let's have a look. It's black on the inside as well, which fits the theme, I guess. So that lamp's not upside down though. That would look silly. Julie's just checked out. Well done, sweetheart. Well done. That's what I was thinking. I was saying to Tim, it always looks like tons of you have got hundreds of them in your baskets, but I know that because of different time zones, it always looks like the baskets are booming. But because like it's 4 o'clock here, people are just getting up in other areas, so the baskets are always like, ooh, flex, like, here we go, here we go. So look at that. I'm quite, that. They could totally personalise that, couldn't we? Now, I could have done exactly the thing with, could have done this exactly with Snowy Trails, right? So I'm probably, if I've got time, I'll decorate the bottom. But already, I'm loving. I do need to hide this this posh name on here. So let's get another piece. So I'm going to need another piece now, which is okay because the offcuts I will use on my card inside because I'm going to create him a nice card. And I'm going to go with the same tone, but just a different one. Maybe not one that's got a focal. Let's have a look. This one's nice. How do you decide, right? So let's pop him on here. Again, I'm going to keep the car theme in, I think. Oh, no, I'm going to cut the car out of this one and just go for the street scene. And as well, these type style boxes are only like $1 a pound. Paper chase. In fact, I think paper chase is gone now, hasn't it? That was a shame. I used to love paper chase. Back in the day, paper chase really helped me out when I was doing classes as like an independent without the business. I used to go to paper chase and get some boxes and cut the bottom off here. Sarah's checked out for the 3rd time, probably in the last couple of days, which means she hasn't paid postage. Well done, Sarah. That's super cool. It's nice to have that facility. I love that facility. Although sometimes when your bags are booming and it's like £9–10 to send, I don't like it then. But, you know, saving on the footprint, environment footprint, and saving you a little bit of money as well, because it is wasteful to not be able to add to your order, I guess. Just get rid of those shards up there. My guillotine needs a new blade, clearly. So this is the base of the box. I think I've not cut that very good, but, you know, only Tom will know. And then, because this box came with a ribbon, I mean, you could make your own ribbon. We all have it in our stash, right? It sort of like goes something like... I mean, it's a posh box for a £5. You'll be like, they'll think there's a set of car keys in here for passing his test. It's that nice. Got a fire, you'll have a £5 in it. But you can see where I'm going with it, can't you? So you can just pop. You could create your own, or you could just do a belly band ribbon around the bottom and nice stuff. You have options. Right, okay, so let's create something nice to go in here. Now, inside, I would probably pop some shards of something, some shredded paper or something like that. But let's go ahead and decorate our card. Now, I did, ahead of time, cut the card to size. Look, can you see? It's like a gift card size, and I did it in cream, so it matches the box. I'm going to decorate that, actually. So that'll sit in there, and I would probably pop something in the bottom so it's not like sunk to the bottom, because that's a bit lame, isn't it? We'll put some shards of something at the bottom there. So let's decorate. So I've got 2 pieces of panel cut from this card, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to create 2 little pockets, and one's going to say a little note on a tag inside, and the other one's going to have the £5 in. So I'm going to take these 2 pieces and I'm going to use that bike set, and I'm going to stamp the bike across the pockets, just to sort of like... Sometimes it's just really nice not to make a card, right? I am making a little physical gift card here, but create something just a little bit more than just a card, right? So let's just pop that on there, and let's get our stamp. And just ink this up. Oh, thanks so much. And let's stamp this across our pocket here. Now I'm just going to catch the top of the bikes, not the bottom. Well, if I get a bit of silhouette in, it's all right. So stamp, stamp, stamp. So we have... Oh, how cool is that? That is so nice. Let's do the other side. I hope Tom's not going to look at this and think he's going to get a sister, because there's a little girl in here. That's not happening. Yeah, or I might think he's getting a bike and he's not. Actually, he is getting a new bike. There we go. That's cool, isn't it? Let's just clean off my thing here. Now, Tim's been super kind and just grabbed me some of our tissue paper from the warehouse that you all get in your lovely boxes. This. So we could put some of that in bottom. We'll see how it goes, right? Paper chase is in Tesco. Really? Margaret, is it? That is so good. I'm just getting some tissue for kid snot. Right, so what I'm going to do is, first of all, let's decorate the front. I've got this matching piece here. And if I had some of this to match, I would do a ribbon closure on here too. Don't squeeze too hard in case it comes out too far. If I give this to Tom and I'll say, Dad's made that, he'll like, no way. Dad's too busy to be making cards, Mummy. It's very true, but he just knows. Dad's made it for you, darling. No, he hasn't, Mummy. You're telling fib. So we have our nice card. And then inside, I'm going to just add a little bit of ink. I've got a brush with some ink on here. Just give it a little bit of a shadow. That's like one pocket. I've got some good news for you all as well, ladies and gentlemen. I know you're all waiting patiently. I told you, didn't I, that we were on Simon Says. We were on Simon Says many, many years ago, you know. But we just lost the connection. They got super busy. We got super busy. But it's now all been sorted again, and there is product on there for you all. But we put over 25, 30 lines on there, and it sold out within 24 hours. And then I did see a bit of frustration from customers going, well, that were a good idea, wasn't it? So anyway, just to let you know, they have placed another order. So we've sent it out. So just be patient. There'll be more stock ordered on there as well for you all. So you can get the products on there as well. So here, look at this. This is nice. I could have decorated the back, but we haven't got all day, right? So let's just pop them. I'm going to use tape on this one. They're saying, be careful decorating the sides because the lid won't fit. I'll make it fit, Sarah. Listen, I make things fit. Just massage the paper, break down the fibres. It'll be all right, right? Be all right on the night. That's what they say. Look, now I've got a nice gift card that coordinates beautifully. So let's create something nice to go inside. So I need a tag to write my message on. So I'm going to go with the offcut. Need something bigger than that though, Tony. So let's go. Let's cut this down. Now, if you have our tag punchers, you know, the tags that do the tops. If you have those, you can do this. But if you have a die cut, so you can do that too. I'm just going to pop this into here, push it right in. And you get a nice punch on the top there. Need to make that a bit shorter because it won't go in the pocket and go in the box. So just cut that down a little bit. So that could be the message, and then the £5 will have to go in there. And I'm just going to pop this on the back at the side so it edges it beautifully. Let's have a look. Question. Can you do more products using your beautiful papers other than for cards? Like this, you mean, like with boxes and things? Do you know, I can't tell you how good I am I'm not blowing smoke up my own trumpet here, but I can't tell you how good I am at mini albums. If you've seen my mini albums, I'm so good at it. It's just timely. So before, when it was like COVID and things like that, we did some classes where we did gift cards and kits and painting classes and things like that. But as it seems and as it runs now, it's a little bit more difficult the longer it gets. But I will definitely look at maybe doing some longer shows to accommodate that for you, because I like to do it all step by step with you all, like from scratch, like I am now. So if you're interested in that, ladies and gentlemen, you'll have to let me know, or we could do maybe a little private class or something like that, if I can fit it in. I am going to have a little bit more time on my hands now, because it's coming towards the end of the year and things start to slow down a little bit towards the end of the year. So if ever I'm going to do it, it's probably now. So if that's something you would be interested in, you will have to let me know, okay, ladies and gentlemen? Look at that. That is cool, right? Let's put some tissue in the bottom. Now, you could shred this. I'm going to shred this with my scissors. I'm going to fold it. So if you've got any tissue paper, let's fold it in half and fold it. I'm not even sure if you can just physically tear this by hand. Let's just put that down. And then so if you get tissue paper on your parcels from the good old Amazon or whoever you shop with, you can do this, can't you? Tim, have you got £5? He's laughing. No. Well, how do I show the effect without the £5? No, I'll have to pretend. Has anybody got £5 that could borrow me? Listen, we all vouchers I give you all last night, I literally haven't got a dime. So if anybody wants to lend me a £5, he says I have an IOU. Love more painting, I know, Julie. Oh, look at this now. Do you know as well, if you've got a little candle, I mean, you can't do it for bairns and kids, but if you've got a little candle, those little 1-inch candles. There we go. And then, oh, looks good, doesn't it? Hey? Hey, we're onto something here. But what I do want to do is, I'm feeling like it's a bit flat and it needs to be more. So I'm just going to take one, and we've got time. What I'm going to do is, I'm just going to see if I've got another one of those. I have. Where creativity comes into its own right. No rules with your craft. No rules. Is that the one? Is that the same one? No, it's different. Oh, I haven't got another. That's because I've used both of them. Oh, I should have another. Just wait a second, ladies and gents. I want to 3D the cars. I know Tom will like them 3D'd. Do you know what I should have done? Stamped the blooming bikes on the front before gluing it all together. Oh, I've got one. So what I'm going to do here, I've got one, thank you. I am going to 3D this whole element here. I think that's going to really look cool. So you all know I am the queen at fussy cutting, right? With the world's biggest scissors. I have to be super careful with this, actually. Mind you, my ribbon could go over the other corner, right? I am actually going to 3D it right up to that little car there. Now, do I want to 3D the whole corner? No. Now, what I'm doing right here, you can do with snowy trails. So if you've just got snowy trails and you didn't want this collection, that's absolutely fine. You can replicate this sort of design with snowy trails, right? And then what I'm going to do is I'm just going to take my brush and I'm going to take some pads. Tommy's going to love this. Tommy's going to love this. I'm going to have to find a fiver though, that's the problem. Quick, sharp. Put one in that little piece there so that don't go flat. Denise said she'd love an album. Listen, I will see what I can do, guys. I'll see what I can do. Now, in the past, we've just done albums where I've just done an album and you use your stash. I've done albums where I create a kit and you can buy a kit and we can do it together. What's everybody's preferred means? Let me know. Let me know. I'm hoping that this is not going to affect my bow, although I'm not sure Tom would actually want the bow on his. And now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to grab a white gel pen if I have one to hand. And I do, which is wonderful. Bring back some of that detail. It's really difficult when there's pads underneath. Get the pen going. Come on. Get the ink warm. There we go. And don't worry about when you use your highlighter, your gel pens, because they're pretty much dry back to nothing anyway, so. I think I need some sparkle as well. And then let's just add some sparkle. So this is the sparkle from Snowy Trails, which can be utilised for everything, right? Let's put it in the trees, actually. Remember, it dries black. Super quick gift, this, guys. I mean, I've done it absolutely from, I know the box was pre-made, but, you know, from scratch, if you need a quick gift for somebody. So let's just have a look. Let's just revisit this and see how this is going to, whether it's going to work or not. It still works, guys. It just fits under. That looks all right, does it not? That looks okay to me. I think he's going to love that. What do we think? Cha, 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 cha. I think that's all right. And then the back. Oh, is the back upside down? Oh, what a twit. What a twit. It's on upside down. I'm going to have to put another bottom on that after I've gone off air. Oh, oh, how disappointing. But you get the gist. Make sure your bottom is the right way up. We don't want bottoms in the wrong place. So, but there, that's what it looks like full. That is so nice, right? I love, love, love. So I'm going to put in £5 in towards his game. There we go. You can get the idea. You could have wrapped it with a bow yourself, right? Let's have a look. Starting. Have a look. Question. Yeah, I think a specific kit, then everyone is at the same starting point and various stages of lesson. That's a good idea. We've done it before. It works. It absolutely works. So there we go. That's the end of today's session. I'm now going to watch my son play rugby. Hope he doesn't get injured, right? So 1 day special. 5x7 paper pack and the A5 stamp set with those incredible bikes. Check out the stamped cards if you're not a paper crafter per se and you're just wanting some inspiration on your stamp. Then you can do that too. Then we have our Snowy Trails bumper paper pack with that glitter. And then we have those 2 stylized stencils, which could go around any design if you wanted them to. So if you are able, please share the show. If you like the show, give it the thumbs up. And if you want to pop a comment underneath, let us know. It's showing out of stock, those stencils. I will replenish because we have lots of those stencils. So just stand by for that one if you want to add that to your basket later. So there we go, end of the show. Now it is coming up to the incredible weekend, Saturday and Sunday, but I am back with you this Monday at 6 p.m. UK time and 1 p.m. Eastern time. And I think we might use snowy trails and touch on a few things that I've not really had a chance to get out the packet and let you have a good in-depth view into. And we've got some news and updates for you on Monday night as well. Okay, so whatever you're doing, have a fantastic weekend. Stay safe, cozy, and I will see you all soon. Take care, guys. Bye.